Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Rainbow Max Link's LR Sword of Hope Trunks here. Carnival LR Sword of Hope Trunks. He is now, of course, fully Link leveled Max Links. A bit late on the showcase, but I'm going to do this one, then I'm going to immediately jump in to record the future Gohan showcase, now that I can actually speak. So my build for him, I went full additionals and full crits. This character really needs to give us additionals in order to be able to survive and take damage. And then, of course, crits, because he is essentially just a damage-dealing character. I didn't go any dodge. I feel like this character's role is to do damage, and he's relatively tanky as long as he gives us the additionals. I mean, you could just give him some dodge if you wanted to for like a, Hail Mary attempt at saving him in case he gets like in a really bad spot and targeted with a super or something like that. But I figured I want to amplify what his role is, wanting to do more than just, relying on a low chance to dodge in some instances. So we are going to go with his own team here, the Time Travelers team. We're going to jump into the Frieza stage of Red Zen. Now, here's the problem I have with this Trunks. Well, at least one of the problems I have with this Trunks is he does so much damage that there really aren't going to be that many stages we could even jump into where he's going to be able to fully show his like max potential, right? This Trunks is doing a lot of damage. He needs to be on turn 5, his turn 5, to be able to activate a standby mechanic. And then from that point, he's going to have to build up the standby gauge. So I don't really know of a stage that's going to really let us spread our wings with this character, because all the new events, all the new stages are super short. All the Mortal Will and Dismal Future Red Zone stages are like 2 phases. So we really have to rely on like some of these older stages to be able to even show the full potential of this character here. So let's just go ahead and jump in. We'll see if we can show him off to the best of my ability here. Let me make sure this is off, and we will get going here. Okay, we're gonna float off Vegito here. I think we'll just do this. I mean, I'm not really too scared of this Frieza right away, and I want to make sure that we get our attacks in with this Trunks. This is the friend Trunks, who also is like level 10. I believe this build is pretty similar to mine. He went more so crit than me. I went more additional just because I think it's more important for him to get the additional super for the extra defense. But this is fine. And then don't forget, additionals also help his standby gauge fill up faster. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. Orbs are not necessarily the greatest of all time. Let's do that. And then we'll do this. So my Trunks is in the next turn. My Trunks is going to be next to Vegeta and Trunks, who actually are going to share a bit better links with this Trunks. I mean, it's not that big of a difference. Vegeta and Trunks versus the Blue Goku and Vegeta here. Alright, so he gives us the additional there. Nice. Remember, every 18 key super he does is going to be infinitely stacking his defense, which again is something they've been doing recently, I think more and more. They've been comfortable with giving a lot of these LRs 18 key infinite defensive stacking, because you can't like abuse it, quote unquote, right? You can't like additional 500 times with the 12 key and get like a million stacks. Okay, so we have support on this rotation with Mai. He's not attacking the front at all. Okay, so if that's what he's gonna do, I feel like I probably want to put him in slot 2 anyway, just because I believe he gets extra additionals in slots 2 and 3, doesn't he? Yeah. Launches initial attack, that's high chance of becoming a super as a second or third attacker in a turn. I guess we just like the problem is we can't even like avoid supering with Vegeta. And look at this, 6 out of 7 here. We can't even like hold back with Vegeta. I mean, they have type disadvantage here, so I guess it shouldn't be that bad. Want to try and give this Trunks as many supers as possible. 268k defense here with my support. I mean, again, that's not great, but he is gaining a decent amount of defense after he attacks, right? So obviously this freeze is not particularly a threat to us, but if we were going up against a really tough stage, you really need this Trunks to give at least... Well, I mean, if we're going up against like the really tough stages, you really want him to give you 3 supers to get the full 30% damage reduction for the turn, but I mean, you really need at least 2. All right, so 15.6. Yeah, that is a... This is basically... This is turn 1 for this Trunks. Yeah, there's the crit, there's the additional... I mean, look at his damage. It's crazy. Turn 1 to be able to do damage like this. I mean, this is exactly what I was just talking about, where we're not going to be able to see, like, him build up fully. I mean, he's only really building up defense, I guess. Okay, I mean, we'll just do this, I guess. Let's do that. So with Gowasu and Zamasu, he's at 446. That's pretty good. All right, I mean, we're just going through one phase of this fight per turn. It's just all Trunks doing mountains and mountains of damage to every one of these phases. It's just, we're at a point now where these new characters, and this also applies to future Gohan too. Again, we'll take a look at him in the next video, but like future Gohan's domain and like active skill requiring him to be turn 5, like you can obviously get to turn 5, but by the time you get to turn 5, you're like finishing the events, right? Now obviously that's from my perspective where I'm using all these Rainbow Max Link units, but for someone like me who's using these Rainbow Max Link units, a lot of the times, especially with the newer fights that are designed to be super short, like we're finishing, or I'm finishing these fights on like turn 5, 6. So by the time you get like the future Gohan domain out and set up and like established, and you can use the okay, yeah, look at this, and you can use the active skill, like the fight is pretty much done. So. All right, Trunks just takes care of him again there. Move on to final form. We got the transformation with Vegito. I mean, this is turn 4, and we're at the second to last stage here of this Frieza fight. This used to be one of the longest fights. I mean, this is a joke here now. Do I even want to use that? 348 is what he's up to here. Let's just do this. I mean, there's not much we could do here. I guess I can... let's be realistic. We're killing him no matter what on this turn. We can't really hold back here. I think... So the next turn, the friend Trunk should be able to stand by. But, I mean, we're not getting the Sword of Hope in this, right? We're not doing it. We're not getting... Unfortunately, I begrudgingly will announce that we are not getting the Sword of Hope in this fight. I mean, we're 8 minutes into this, and we're basically done with the event already. And it's not like this team was designed to do tons and tons and tons of damage. Really, the only characters who are doing damage on this team right now are Trunks and Transform Tech Vegito Blue. And Vegito Blue has not even transformed until this turn, so... Honestly, yeah, I mean, there's no way we don't kill him here, right? 13.6. He's going to do multiple supers. Vegito Blue's going to be doing multiple supers. Like, it's over. No crit, though. That's good in terms of being slow. Let's see how many supers he... Because he can give us, like, what, 4, I think? There's a crit. Normal. One more? Yeah. Okay, 9 million. If this crits, it's over. No crit, okay. I still think it's probably... Yeah, Vegito Blue's going to kill him. There's no way. Well, hold on. Let's see. He can do 2 and it's over, right? Well, he's killed anyway. Okay. Well, here we go. Full power freeze on turn 5. We can exchange, right? Yeah, or standby. Let's go ahead and do that. 643 is our defense here. Okay, so I think the main problem with this rotation is just the fact that Vegeta and Goku are not going to be guarding, right? Because they were on rotation 1, so their entrance animation buff is done, is it not? Okay, so everything except for Dismal Future is going to be active in slot 1 instead of what it would be in slot 2. I mean, he needs a certain amount of orbs, doesn't he? I believe he needs 7 orbs. No, sorry, 5 orbs. Additional super with 5 orbs. Yeah, guess let's grab 5 orbs for him. It's not hard to do. And then as long as Frieza is not supering in slot 2, we should be fine here. This should be good enough. Yeah, let's just grab that. And then it doesn't matter. Let's just do that. All right, Trunks, what do we got here? You got my support. You got your standby active. Hopefully Frieza supers here. We can see how well he tanks it. Super, please. Come on, Frieza, super. God damn it. All right, Trunks is up to 16.7. I believe he can do 5 supers in this phase standby mode. Come on. Supers. All right, 10 million. Remember, this is the friend who has a lot of crits, too. Nice. Okay, I mean, this is the character, right? You get him to standby mode, and he does this. And he can't really be touched in slot 1 either. That's a lot of damage he did. If he would have given us those 2 additionals, normals, as supers, I think he would have just straight up killed Frieza by himself. Watch Frieza actually super in slot 2 here. Watch this happen. Watch this. You guys want to see something? You guys want to see something cool? Watch this. All right, you know what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the Zamasu Red Zone stage here because this is a good example of like a modern day, current, brand new, difficult stage. We're going to bring the same team here, except I'm going to be using the Future support. Remember, I mean, there's a reason not to just throw this on, right? Just gives Future Saga category allies a big boost. Well, 10% is pretty big. The problem with this event is Zamasu is in stage 1, I believe, right? The first phase. Let me just check. Yes. So, I mean, we're going to be floating, of course, Tech Vegito. If Vegito gets touched once, we lose. And that's just the way it is. And then once he comes back onto rotation, he's going to transform with left dodge. So he should be fine after the first turn. But Trunks should look pretty good against this boss, I think. So let's go ahead and jump in with this. Hopefully we don't get screwed by rotations. We've already seen... Wow, those are terrible. I am going to refresh this. I don't even want to try with the setup. All right, let's jump back in here. Hopefully we get a little bit better rotations than that. Not much better. Not much better, unfortunately. All right, whatever. Well, I mean, we lose. Let's blame it on opening rotations, as usual. How many times is he attacking at the end? Was that once? Hopefully it's just once. All right. I mean, I'll see. I mean, that's the thing with these Dismal Future Red Zone stages. Is just you get bad luck with opening rotations, and these bosses just hit so hard right away that you're at like a massive disadvantage. Okay, yeah, he's only attacking once at the end. Okay. I guess. I mean, we have to do that. We have to float Vegito. We can't put Vegito in a different spot, which means the Trunks on the other rotation, which is the friend. Yeah, the friend is on the other rotation. He's going to be in a bad spot because we're not going to be able to get him next to a competent linking partner until Vegito rotates back on with him. And even then, it's not a great spot. Okay, well, I mean, we have no other choice here, so we got to go ahead and do this. We got to make sure they get a stack in. And then these guys are not going to be able to stack. Okay. Wow, this is terrible. All right. I don't really know what else to do here. We have to make sure Trunks is able to get 18 key next turn. I mean, he's going to have a lot of support, so we shouldn't have that big of a problem. But, I mean, this is... Like, who goes slot 1? Is it Trunks goes slot 1 next turn, huh? Which means we can't get the additional super. Dude, this is just all a product of these terrible opening rotations. That's what this is. Okay. Maybe I should have put Goku and Vegeta in slot 1 so they at least had a chance to dodge. Would have been nice to at least have a chance to showcase Trunks in this fight, but I mean, I reset once. I'm not going to reset a second time. I mean, I guess we could reset a second time. I'd rather just not like rapidly use up all of my daily attempts on this here. Goku and Vegeta not going to be able to get a stack in. Trunks is going to have to go slot 1 next turn. I mean, if Vegeta does... I'm kind of rooting if Vegeta just dies here and we can just restart. All right, Vegeta, don't dodge. Let me have another chance here. Don't dodge this and we can reset. Don't dodge this and we can reset, please. I don't want to continue this run. God damn it. Okay, I mean, we actually have to do this. Which is bad. Well, I mean, we could technically put Gowasu and Zamasu there. They have a very high chance of that. I mean, what is my build for them? Full dodge, pretty much. Yeah, they have a 50% chance to dodge. Do I just put them in slot 1? I want to give Trunks as many supers as possible, and he's going to miss out on a super if we put him in slot 1. You know, with the 50% chance to dodge plus type advantage with Gowasu and Zamasu, I'm okay with them being in slot 1 here. So let's do it like this. Trunks is not going to have key issues, of course, because we have the mega support here. Only Dismal Future. This guy's not even fully link leveled. I mean, it doesn't matter what we do with key, right? We just grab this. We can grab a little bit of healing here. We can grab a little bit of healing here. All right, I mean, this is the best play, I think. Okay, he didn't super right away. It's like 150k. I mean, Trunks won't die if he gets supered, right? And then Mai should be able to dodge. I think Mai only is taking 1 attack, right? Let's see. Let's see what Trunks does here. 12.5, nice. I mean, he has the defensive support from both these units, Mai and Gowasu and Zamasu. So as long as Trunks gives us 3 supers, he's fine. Okay, 1 more, please. Please give us 1 more. 1 more? Nice. Okay, Trunks is perfectly fine here. I'm actually kind of hoping that Zamasu supers now. Did Trunks just kill him if he did just another one? Yeah, 1 more and he's dead. Okay, he didn't. Super? No super. Watch Mai not dodge this and no. Damn it. She could have killed him there. I feel like we got to use that. I mean, we could do this. So if Zamasu supers right away and we don't dodge, we die. I think Goku and Vegeta take more damage than the HP we have remaining here, I think. Do we just do this? Nah, I think it's smarter just to use this. Let me just make sure this is off. Yeah, okay. Do we want to rotate this unit? No. We want them on rotation. Let's do it. Let's grab this first. Alright, we probably just lose now though, right? It depends on where they super attack, I guess. We do have Gowasu and Zamasu on rotation with the support. Alright, what's the deal here? Is that 3 attacks at the end? Ugh. This is bad. 500k defense. I mean, Gowasu and Zamasu just have to dodge a lot. That's how this goes, right? I think this is the smarter play. This gives us the double yellow orbs for Trunks to heal up. I mean, the healing theoretically looks good, but I don't think the healing actually matters on this turn, because if Gowasu and Zamasu don't dodge and get hit, like it's over, right? It's just instantly an L, I think. But I mean, okay, so the point of me jumping into the stage here like this is to show that we're basically just not getting the standby, and we're definitely not getting the Sword of Hope. Right? That's the whole point of me jumping into the stage here. This red zone stage is about the same length as all the other Dismal Future red zone stages. Zamasu could take a little longer. Fusion Zamasu could take a little bit longer, but That stage, I actually am gonna call that stage a gimmick fight because of the AoE in turn 1. It's just you can't really do anything about it. It's just a gimmick. So all like the normal fights in the Dismal Future Red Zone event are pretty much over at the same time. So when you have a character like this Trunks who has the standby into the Sword of Hope, like, sure, maybe you could see the first turn of the standby, because the Trunks in the other rotation, which is my Trunks, was in slot 7. So we're not going to be able to get his standby until turn 7. But let's just assume that my Trunks was in turn 1. We'd be able to get the standby next turn, but then by the time we get the standby and the turn is over, like this enemy is dead. We're not going to then get back to his rotation, and then he's going to be able to use the Sword of Hope. Like the boss is dead at that point. So it's just the reason for me jumping into the stage like this is just to show that, you know, it's tough to actually get. Okay, that's good. It's tough to actually get the Sword of Hope finish for this Trunks in like the new stages. And we just saw us go through the Frieza Red Zone stage. We one-turned every phase. I mean, there wasn't an opportunity for us to get the Sword of Hope in there either. So I just don't, like, where are you supposed to do that? All right, Trunks, let's see. 13.8 is a lot. All right, this is the friend with a lot of crit. Crit. Nope. Against normals, of course, we'll be fine. I'm just worried about Gowasu and Zamasu. How much will they take from a normal? I don't know. All right, this is a triple. He could give us one more, right? This Trunks. One more super? Nah, normal, damn. He's fine, though. Against a normal, doesn't matter. All right, Gowasu and Zamasu. Let's see. Let's see what you got. Show us the full dodge build coming through here. No. Okay. Well, that was fun. All right. Well, I think we're going to end there. I mean, I proved my point about just the difficulty in getting the Sword of Hope. Again, I don't know where you're supposed to do that. Right? The Sword of Hope. I mean, again, the standby is something you probably will see, but you're not getting the standby and then coming back to that rotation to get the Sword of Hope. When you get the standby, you're pretty much done with the fight. At least, again, this is for me where every character I'm using is Max Lynx and Rainbow, right? That's from the perspective I'm talking about here. Of course, if you're somebody who doesn't have every character Max Lynx and Rainbow, and you're not critting and additionaling every turn with every character, then it's going to take longer for you to do this. But from the perspective of somebody who has characters like I do, it's tough to see the Sword of Hope, which is a little bit interesting. I just don't really understand completely the thought process behind designing all these Dismal Future stages. I mean, they're all the same, aren't they? Fusion Zamasu, Goku Black, and Cell, they're all the same style of fight. So I just don't know what exactly the thought process was behind those designs for the fights. But you know, I think we were able to show how this Trunks could be. There's a lot of damage, and the standby makes him really, really good. So overall, I think he's a pretty good character. Just in terms of the landscape of the game right now, I don't know if he's able to spread his wings to the full extent that he's able to, you know? So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.